everybody, Tony Pressure Washing Depot located here in Homosassa, Florida. You know, it's like I always admire the hustle, and I just thought I'd do a quick video on here today because we have this guy that stands out beside the road. And I don't know if he's a homeless guy, a transient, or, you know, he stands out there saying needs help of some sort. I've never really got into his sign too much. But, you know, you admire people that have hustle. And this guy, at some point, he's found himself a full-scale recliner to sit out there and hold his sign wanting food and stuff like that for people. So you got to admire that. You know, I can't knock a person. But anyhow, I had a thought that, you know, when a lot of people are starting their business, and maybe this is you, you know, you have a real hard time getting that phone to ring. And I see it on some of these social media sites every day. It's like, I just can't get people to call. And it's like, I don't want to say it's easy to get people to call, but it takes discipline. And just like your business on learning how to do the soft washing, you know, for doing a roof wash or whatever, you spend that time, and it's actually kind of fascinating because you've never seen a roof wash done before, and then all of a sudden you're starting to see these roof washes, and you see the color of the roof change, like back to its original color right in front of your eyes. You know, so you're fascinated by that, so you don't mind watching that. But how many of you guys have really researched ideas for marketing on a small business? And there's a lot of companies I know that'll do all of your marketing for you. But how many of you guys have actually researched how to do your own marketing? You know, so that's what I want to get into today, is like some of the things that, you know, I hear people saying that social media sites fail. And even the guy who bought the business that I had, you know, he's like, well, I tried Facebook, it doesn't work. Tried Nextdoor, it doesn't work. It's like, you know, we had a lot of success in the area here that you bought the business from. We got a lot of business off of Facebook and Nextdoor. And I'm not saying that them two demographics work in your area. You know, you have to explore what works in your area. But what I will say is you have to get into the psychology of people. You know, so when you first wake up in the morning, if I'm like anybody else, you have to think about a normal person working a normal job. You know, when a normal person wakes up in the morning, it's normally 6:30 in the morning, you know, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, they'll get up, they'll make their coffee, they take the dog out, they come back in, drink a cup of coffee, go to the bathroom. When they're in the bathroom, what are they doing? They're sitting right here. They're scrolling through their phone. You know, they're looking for advertisements, not necessarily. They're looking at their phone for entertainment, whatever, and that's a moment that you really need to be advertising. You got to get into thinking like these people. Whenever you sit down at the end of the day, you know, you've ate dinner, you got off work, got shower, you fixed dinner, you ate dinner, you cleaned the kitchen, you finally sit down to kick your feet up. What are you doing at about 7 o'clock at night? You're scrolling through that phone. You know, so thinking like most people, what time are you looking at your phone if you have a job? What time are you done in the night looking at your phone? When are you, as a business owner, going to try to target these people? You know, think about it in these terms. Everybody's watched the Super Bowl at some point in their life. You know, why are Super Bowl ads so expensive at that point? You know, some of them are $4 or $5 million for a 30-second ad. And the reason these ads are that expensive is because they know at that time everybody and their brother is going to be watching the Super Bowl. You know, so Budweiser, Coca-Cola, all the new companies, you know, Silicon Valley and stuff, they'll all advertise at that point of the Super Bowl, you know, and everybody looks at different Super Bowl commercials because they know that a lot of the videos are going to be funny, or a lot of the commercials are going to be funny, you know. So don't be afraid of making your videos or your advertisements, make them funny. One of my best ads that I ever ran, I found a picture on Google of some guy that had pressure washed a SpongeBob onto the side of a house. I know you guys got on Google and seen it. You know, so I just put that ad. I made sure that when I'd done the first advertisement, you know, I made a joke or made something funny, whatever. Well, I got a lot of hate mail. Well, then the next thing I did, I ran the same ad the next time I ran that ad, but I put a disclaimer on there saying, hey, I know I'm probably going to offend you. You're probably not going to like this. You know, somebody knows more than me, and I just made myself inferior and made the whole thing funny, knowing that someone was going to attack me for this type of ad. Well, I'd never hire you for spraying SpongeBob on my house, and it wasn't even our ad. But, you know, thinking like they were going to think, I went ahead and knocked that out. It's like, hey, I went ahead and put a disclaimer. It's like, yeah, you know, we suck at something, but we're really good at cleaning, you know, or, you know, we know that you're probably better than us and you got a pressure washer, and, you know, it's like all this other stuff. Well, we're probably not aiming for you, because if you got a pressure washer, you're probably not going to call us anyway. But, you know, if you don't have a pressure washer, you don't want to do it, then give us a call. And I got a lot of returns off of just crazy out of the box thinking on ads, you know. So get into the psychology of thinking. Like, if you are a worker, not a business owner, what time do you get up? What are you doing at that time frame? When do you look at your phone? You know, when are you kicking back to relax? You know, so think about like what times these people are sitting down. If they're sitting down at 6 o'clock in the morning, then at 5:45 you need an ad on the social media sites. If they're kicking back at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock at night, 15 minutes prior to that, when they sit down, you want that advertisement running. You know, so they're looking at your ad at that time frame. You know, so get into the mindset of thinking like these people, like a normal person thinks. And I'm saying a normal person, I'm talking about a person who has a job that has a boss, goes to work every day and has a boss that gets up at a certain time 5 days a week, gets done 5 days a week at the same time, and they're sitting down, because the people that are having the job is more than likely the ones that are going to call you. Not saying that the ones that own businesses won't call you, but there's a whole lot more people in the world that has a job than they do own businesses. So think about that for a little bit. Don't be afraid of being funny or quirky or corny or goofy. You know, don't be afraid of, like, when you know somebody's going to attack you, don't be afraid of saying, you know what, we know you're going to attack us. We know that you're better than us, you know, blah, blah, blah. You'll probably kick my butt in a bar fight, but, you know, I can run fast. I don't care. You can outdrink me, and you can definitely outdrink me, you know. It's like, because I'm not going to put myself in that position. Now, I'll have a beer with you, but, you know, there's a lot of things that you're going to do better than me, you know, except for clean. I can clean better than anybody. I'll put that up against you. You don't challenge me? You know what I'm saying? So you kind of don't be afraid of thinking outside the box. Meanwhile, like, share, subscribe, and visit our website, www.pressurewashingdepot.com. Guys, I appreciate you.